However, I got 7.5.
Wow, that's really good. That's really good. Well done. Well done, Giang.
Maybe because I smile with her too much.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you were friendly with the examiner, it sounds like she was very friendly with you as well, and gave you a 7.5 for your smile.
You are now listening to the IELTS podcast.
I'm a student, but now I'm a trainee in law firm.
In Melbourne.
Now I'm a trainee in law firm.
So, what was your score on the IELTS exam?
Score is 7.5.
So, you're working in Melbourne and you've passed the IELTS exam, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. What are your plans now?
I will work for a few years, then I will study master in law.
The masters you're going to study in Australia?
I hope so.
I understand. And are you going to do the IELTS again?
Yes, maybe when I apply for a master program, I need to take IELTS again because my IELTS will be expired next year.
It only lasts 2 years. Yeah. So you got 9 in the reading. That's amazing. That's really well done. Good work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any strategies for the reading?
Actually, there are some techniques, and but I think the most important is you need to read fast. You don't have to understand all the words in the reading test because it's very academic and sometimes some word is very hard to understand. So of course you will need some skill, and I think the most important skill is skimming and scanning.
Those skills you focused on skimming and scanning.
Yes. My teacher before told me some very useful tips. Read the question first, and because in one test they will have like 3 or 4 types of question, right? And each type of question they will follow in the order in the test. So you just need to read the question first, and then follow in the test and mark where is the questions on the test. So in the next section, you will just need to see the questions and look up in the test, so it's faster and more and easier to follow.
So just to clarify, you look at the questions first,
Yes.
then you go to the text and you start
Yes.
reading really fast, and you start like giving names next to the text to show what the text is about, what each paragraph refers to.
Yes, and mark where is the question in the lines of the text.
You got the question, then you mark if the paragraph answers the question.
Yes, yes. I use that section for true, false, or not given. Another tip is always do matching headings.
Match the heading.
Always do it first. When you do this, you have to read very fast on the paragraph in the text. So at least you have an idea about what is the text is about.
Okay, so you read through it and you get an idea for each part, and then this will help you for the next part.
Yes, you don't have to understand, but at least you know each paragraph is talking about.
Okay, what each paragraph is talking about. And for the other sections, can you share?
Another part is also like you have to match, like in some tests there will be different person and you have to mark their name with their invention or something. It's also about scanning and skimming and need to underline everything. When you read the name in the question, you look back in the text and underline that name. So you will do it first before you read the questions. See what name in the questions and underline it in the text. So later when you see the name, you will look back in the text, so it's easier to find them.
Basically make the text into a map.
Yes, navigate.
Yeah.
So navigate, narrow down the scope of the paragraph, so it's easier to find.
Your preparation for the IELTS reading, did you do that in Australia or in Vietnam?
Oh, I never been to Australia.
Ah, sorry, I thought you were living in Australia now. No.
No, I'm in Vietnam now.
Okay, I misunderstood. I misunderstood some points then earlier.
Yes.
So you did all your preparation in Vietnam then?
Yes.
Ah, okay. And your test center, they gave you lots of different strategies.
Um, Actually, I took an AL class in I took an AL class before I took the exam. So at least I know about what is IELTS is about, and I think that class was good, very good. And but I think um, study on your own is better.
Yeah, why?
Yes, because only you know what is your good point and what is your bad points, so you can focus more on them. There is only drawback. Self-studying is that, especially in writing, because you don't know anyone, you don't have anyone to fix what you write.
Who corrected your writing work when you were in Vietnam?
Um,
The
when
teachers?
when I yes, when I took the IELTS class, she corrected my writings, but when I finish each class, I have to write it along, so it's very hard. And there are some website that can score your writing
Ah,
in
yes.
yes, you know it, right? I remember I listened to your podcast and you introduced some sites that can mark your essay.
Yes.
So I uploaded my essay to the websites and the computer, and someone correct it for me. So it's good.
Okay. Which website did you use?
I don't remember.
Okay. No worries. No worries. For the other sections of the exam, for the listening, can you share any advice?
Listening, like I wrote to your email, I listen to your podcast, and they are extremely and there is extremely helpful websites called BBC. They are programming that's called 6 Minute English.
Ah, yes. Yeah, it's really good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's good. When my listening before is really bad, only about 4.5. Yes, but after about 1 month listening to your podcast, listening to BBC 6 Minute English and other program podcast on YouTube, yes, my listening is improving.
Definitely. Okay.
So I read it somewhere that when you don't have to listen to the IELTS test, because there is nothing interesting in the IELTS listening. So it will be very hard to focus. So just listening to podcast or story or something else. So it is easier.
Yes.
And I think that the most important for listening is that pronunciation, because only if you pronounce it right, then you will listen it right.
Yeah, I'll just summarize. So you're saying that it's better to listen to something that you find interesting because you'll pay more attention.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because if you listen to the IELTS tests, it can be usually some crazy topic, maybe about a bridge in a bridge in Scotland or something like that, which you're
Yes.
probably not going to pay that much attention to.
And listen 3 times for each listening part. Or everything you listen it 3 times. First is just listening without script. Second, read the script and listen that part with script. Then the third time you listen it along, so you can remember what you read in the script.
Ah, that's an interesting technique. I like it that you listen first before looking at the script because then your brain is going to work more. And then when you get the transcript, you can see the words that they were talking about. And then the third time, you can associate the sound to the words, because now you know the words that they were talking about. So it's a good technique. That's good. So in 1 month, you increased your band score from a 4 or 5 to a 7, more or less.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Very good, Yang. Was that listening every single day?
Yes, every single day.
Good work there. And what about the other parts of the exam? For the speaking, how did you improve your speaking? What did you do to practice that?
I think I was lucky when I practicing for IELTS. We create a group and each weekend we go to a coffee shop or something to speak about the IELTS test. They will be the exam. They will be my examiners. They can ask me any question in 3 parts in IELTS speaking sections, and I will answer, and they will correct me. So it works very good and very helpful.
So you did practice tests together?
Yes, I think it's the best. You don't have to have someone who speak very good English to practice with you. Only your friends is enough. And if you don't have friends to talk to, you can record your own speaking and listen it again and again and again.
Yeah.
And you will see how you can improve your speaking.
Did you do that a lot?
No, but I think it's very, but I think it's very useful. And in which day I practice alone.
I see. Okay, you practiced at home, just talking with yourself.
It's so crazy.
No, but it has to be done. It has to be done. I did exactly the same when I was learning Spanish, and I did the same and speaking all the time. And when I went to the supermarket, I tried to say every product, and do the shopping
Ah,
in
yeah.
Spanish, so to speak, and think in Spanish. I think that helps tremendously. It helps a lot. Now then, the final section, the writing.
For writing, they have specific topics, right? So for each topic, I prepare the ideas. I didn't write the whole paragraph, but I prepare the idea first. So um, when that topic appear in the IELTS test, I can use my ideas and structure it so it can be a paragraph.
That's interesting. So, for example, if you got a question, well, if the topic was environment, yeah,
Environment. Okay.
the idea would be, I don't know, global warming is bad and pollution needs
Ah,
to be reduced.
yes, yes,
And then from this basic idea, you paraphrased it and used it in your
yes,
own writing.
yes. And I think, and I realized that reading newspaper is extremely helpful.
Reading which paper? Sorry? The newspaper.
Read newspaper in English,
Of course, yes.
and there is a good website, debate.org.
Debates. That looks good. And what's at this website?
They post some topics, for example, equality between men and women. So there will be 4 ideas for supporting it, and ideas for against it. Many people will write their own ideas, and
Uh,
because they are native speaker, so the ideas is good. Their grammar and vocabulary is very good. We can learn from them.
I see. I see. That's an interesting website, yeah. And you watched these a lot and then and made some notes.
Yes.
That's interesting. Right then, well, thank you very much, Giang. And
Yes.
yeah, do you have anything else that you would like to share with the other students?
Just study English as much as you can and don't take it too serious.
Exactly, exactly. That's excellent advice. I get emails from students who are really stressed and in a really bad state because of the IELTS, and yeah, it's good advice there. They just need to relax and maybe a lot, maybe even just studying English and leaving the IELTS for a while and just studying English and then doing the test. I think the problem is when there is a lot of students, they're like, I need to get it because I have a conditional offer from Cambridge
Yeah,
and this. And
yeah,
I think for those, they're a little bit nervous, because there's a lot on it. But yeah, I definitely relax, because if you're relaxed, your studying is much better and you absorb the information much better as well. That was a very good interview, and thank you very much. You said that you're going to take your exam again in a year or two. If you need any help, send me an email, yeah? And I'll be happy to help.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're
Uh,
welcome.
yes, you are doing a very good job. I have to say, you helped me with my listening so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Giang. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for listening to IELTSPodcast.com. And remember to leave your email for updates and early access to new podcasts.